We've got all of the ingredients for severe weather as we shift overnight tonight.
Just south and east there of Jonesboro, Arkansas, very strong rotation showing up.
This is the tornado that we have been tracking. It has been very long-lived.
This is a destructive tornado. We've seen some of the images coming in. We've seen some of the reports coming in.
These are some of the pictures that are coming in right now of that damage. Again, a nursing home collapsed.
We are very, very concerned at this time for, again, Mayfield.
Nick, right now we are getting several pictures, like you said, from Mayfield, Kentucky. One of the main ones that we've seen, the courthouse, the Graves County Courthouse. There's another image coming in. These are all from Mayfield, Kentucky, and we actually have a crew on their way to that area right now.
Here in Mayfield, Kentucky, residents are picking up the pieces after a severe tornado.
You got people struggling worse than us. We're alive, we're safe. We've got some property damage, but that's materialistic things. But I'm praying for the families out there that are really suffering. You still got people that are trapped.
Here in Mayfield, Kentucky, a search and rescue operation is underway after the collapse of a candle factory on the southwest portion of town.
I want to find my wife. I want to find her. I hope she's still somewhere safe. I hope she's somewhere safe. And baby, please call me soon we get connected.
Brooke, they were at that factory last night, and she's a nurse, and they were telling me that they were helping, they were on scene, pulling people out of that building. So when I tell you, this just looks, this looks unreal.
Take a look at this behind me, this awe-inspiring. We're looking right back across downtown Mayfield right now, the Graves County Courthouse.
Nick, I've been tracking twisters right here in western Kentucky since 2003, and the damage that I witnessed earlier today and right now is some of the worst damage that I have seen.
Storm Track 3 meteorologists Nick Housen and J.C. Brienne got a unique view of that tornado damage.
Tracking through open farmland, often tornadoes are hard to detect, but not this one. This farm equipment was tossed hundreds of feet out into the field, and even the ground showed visible signs of the intense wind.
I've really been thinking all day about how to talk about what we saw, because it is very, very difficult. There's widespread damage, as far as the eye can see. Some of those hardest hit areas were near the Kentucky lakes, and then of course Mayfield. I've gone out and I've surveyed damage in the past after storms, but this storm really takes it to a whole new level.
And we're taking a look back at what these towns looked like before and after the storms. We start at Cambridge Shores, Kentucky. Now, this is a town that sits at the edge of the Kentucky River, but look at it. It is almost unrecognizable. This is Amberg, a population of about 200. The impact destroying many of these homes, as you can see there. And then Mayfield, Kentucky, we're looking north at the city before the storm. This is what it looks like now.
Victims are sharing their stories of survival following the Quad State tornadoes. Some of them survived with just the clothes on their back.
When I opened my eyes and looked around, I had no idea where I was. None. All I could do was stand up and scream for help and try to find someone to help me and my kids.
I don't know how I survived it because it happened so quick. It was fast moving, and it sounded like 2 freight trains coming up on top of us.
And I found out later that she remained calm because she wanted me to remain calm, because she said if I was about to die, she wanted me to die in peace and not in fear.
I took a step to my right and the wall fell on me. I was concentrating on one thing, and that was breathing, because I was being crushed by that wall.
My daughter was in it. She got out of her apartment safe. I'm a little nervous about it. I made it down there to see her. She's gone to the hospital. She's gonna be okay. She lost everything, but that's okay though. God was there.
Knew it was coming this way, but I didn't know it was that close. It hit. We rode through it. We just got in the back hallway and got down on the floor. We had both my dogs and started praying. He said, "Mama, what are we gonna do?" And I said, "Honey, you're gonna pray." I said, "Keep praying." And we prayed through the whole thing until it was over. And the place where we was is the only place that's still standing. So the good Lord was with us.
Mark, I think one of the most heartwarming stories to come out of Mayfield right now is just the human spirit and the willingness to help in the wake of such devastation.
It's just going to be another chance for our community to come together, hug each other, and love on each other, and be ready to come out stronger than ever.
Trying to get as much donations as we can so we can take down there to help them out. It's a great thing that the people in Southern Illinois are really pitching in to do this. Now, it looks like we're going to end up filling up the semi.
Several area teams are doing their part to help out. One of those teams, the Kentucky Wildcats basketball program. UK Men's Hoops will hold a telethon tomorrow to raise money for victims.
Pet food and supplies has been in high demand since the tornado outbreak. We spoke with the Humane Society of Marshall County about how they're helping people feed their animals and reunite with them.
Contact either the Marshall County Humane Society or they can contact the animal shelter.
As cleanup begins in Kentucky, Harrisburg residents are giving what they can in donations and volunteer hours.
Really pulled from memories of all the different people that we had that came here in 2012 to really help the city of Harrisburg clean up and rebuild. And really the city just wanted to give that back and pay it forward.
All of those volunteers coming from across the country to help folks here who really need that help in putting their homes, their lives, and their community back together.
When we get to lend a tool out to somebody and they show up here and we tell them it's no cost, the smile on their face when we give them the tools or the bag of tools or whatever they need to get their house mucking, gutted, or get it repaired to where they need it to be, it's a great feeling. It's awesome.
We want to help others because without people and involvement working together, we wouldn't be here, so we want to lend a helping hand as much as we can.
Our hearts are just breaking for them, and then you have people who don't have food, they don't have heat, they don't have cash, so they can't get to an ATM. There's just so many struggles, and people are really coming in and offering a lot of help.
At the end of the day, it's a time that we always unite. We come together to help out our fellow neighbor. We're kind to one another, and we always do just that whenever Mother Nature is at her worst.
People are saying, Mayfield may not ever recover from this, and Mayfield is not the buildings. Mayfield is not the roads and the factories that have been mowed down. Mayfield is the people, and the people are still here. You watch and see what happens.
The damage is devastating. Entire blocks, more than one block, with nothing standing. To the people of America, there is no lens big enough to show you the extent of the damage here. We have lost far too many of our brothers and sisters. Remember, each of these are children of God, irreplaceable to their families and to their communities. But we will make it through this. We will rebuild. We are strong, resilient people.